the thing about settling, ladies. You have to realize men have been settling. If you think you are the woman of his dreams, you are sorely mistaken. Again, men will marry the woman that is good enough if she is unproblematic and useful to him. All the other stuff that you think you're exceptional at, somebody else can do. So please believe you are not the one settling here. And over the course of the lifetime, because we naturally slow down as women, because men are built for the long haul, they will carry the burden. So they're doing that for somebody that is not their first choice.
So I just posted a video of a woman, right, who was basically explaining like why most men settle. And essentially she was basically saying like the average man is not settling for his dream woman. Like he's going to get a woman who was just good enough, who is cooperative, who he will decide to marry, have kids with, and so on and so forth, right? And to me, I wholeheartedly agree with everything she's saying. It's actually, that's the real hard pill. That's the real hard pill that people don't want to come to the reality about, is that most people will just merely settle for you. A lot of people are in relationships with people they barely even like. But to add more context to that, right? Like, I think that's something that people just do in general. I think the average person will settle because they are too lazy to either become or go after the people that they really want. But she also, with her also mentioning the dream woman, right? This is why it has nothing to do with me being a jealous woman. Like, I compliment women all day. I think women are fucking gorgeous and beautiful, right? But it says something to me about a man's character who will openly display any kind of affection or liking or anything when it comes to being with you and saying that he got a crush on somebody else. I don't give a fuck if this bitch is a celebrity. I don't give a fuck who the fuck she is. The fact that you would sit in my face with all your audacity in the world and try to tell me that there is a bit in and this shit is imaginary. You got an imaginary bitch in your head that you hold above me. That essentially you're saying like, this is my dream woman. If ever I came in contact with this woman, vamos, you will be gone. The fact that a nigga would have that idea in his back of his mind would it would just confirm to me all that I needed to know. Like me, I don't have celebrity crushes. There are obviously people I find like attractive. I find regular niggas attractive. You know what I'm saying? But I'm never like, oh my God, like I would risk it all. Like I don't know these motherfuckers. And that's what I'm talking about. Like people take idolization to like the whole next level, right? And Joe had like this rap a long time ago. Like if you really into like rap music and hip hop and shit like that, like you know, he said like for every bad bitch it's a nigga try to fucking her. So there is no dream woman. I said this in my episode months ago on my page. Head over to the YouTube and listen to it. No shade, no tea, but there is to the average man who has internalized misogyny, there is no dream woman. There are merely just women he would rather want to fuck on more than you. What it implies when you mention a dream woman is that there is a woman out there whom he would treat with the utmost respect and loyalty and love, and all she would get all of the things. Most niggas just want to fuck on pretty bitches. That is it. These niggas do not want to be in women's lives in order to enhance whatever quality of life she already has. So I don't believe the dream woman exists. This is why I don't believe in I don't believe in risking my life and having a man's children. I don't believe in conventional relationships. I don't believe in marriage. And I damn for sure don't believe in humping on none of these niggas, because this is what you have to understand about the fucking reality of the average man who's trying to gain proximity to you. These motherfuckers be parasites. A man could be fucking on you and could be totally in love with somebody else and you never know. The fact that that's the case, bitch, I would never waste my time, waste my body, waste my energy, especially bearing a man's children. This is why I'm so pro child free. Because I promise you, there's a reason why a lot of men would not do, if they were in the position of women, there is a deeper reason to why men would not have like children if they were women. But y'all not catching on. I promise y'all, I'm so blessed with the fact, right, that I was able to get to know myself and I wasn't conditioned with all of the um I don't even know what to call it, that I wasn't conditioned with all the fallacies of reality, because I would just be an I would be an average thinking woman. I would have an average lifestyle and I would probably be very miserable and unhappy. But I thank this woman for getting on her platform and saying it, because it's just like, girl, like I'm telling, and the fact that you would know all of that information and still couple with a man anyway is just like a different kind of desperate, because it's just like you know in your mind, or at least she implied. And matter of fact, I think I seen it in the comment. She said that like Janet Jackson, excuse me, as her man's like dream woman, and I'm just like, so the fact that this man, and what we have to understand about people is we only know what people allow us to see. It's the illusion, the perception of who they may be. We don't really know these fucking people. So let's just say, for instance, right, and I know I'm drifting off, but not too far. Say it's like Kofi Siriboe, Nas, somebody like that, somebody fine as fuck, right? Though I find both of these men greatly attractive, I still, if I felt like I was with somebody who treated me like a fucking goddess, like worship the ground that I walk on, like I will only, first of all, I'm only settling for that. If it ain't that, I'm good. But if these niggas decide to come along and I realize that I have somebody who treats me like a fucking goddess, like literally worships the ground that I walk on, like treats me with the utmost respect, I don't gotta even think twice about him. You think I'm risking my fucking relationship to hump on a nigga who just cute? You're fucking stupid. But guess what? Niggas are stupider. They will actually risk that shit because they're dumb. They don't understand. They don't understand what quality of life is. And this is why I hate to say it, but this is why I respect women who actually leave niggas for more money. Because at least you leaving to upgrade your lifestyle. A nigga just going and risking his whole fucking home to nut in a bitch that he probably don't even like anyway. And even if he like her, like you're still messing up your stability for just like a moment of fun. It just never makes sense to me. So while niggas be saying like they oh so logical and all this, that you're not. You're very emotional and you're very dumb. You're very dumb, because y'all can talk about logic all y'all want, but when it comes down to the fundamentals of shit, y'all niggas do the most egregious and dumbest shit for pussy, and that is very dumb and very emotional. But like I said, there is a reason why I carry myself the way I carry myself. There's a reason why I don't do certain kind of shit, because the juice do not be worth the squeeze. This woman told you the truth to y'all faces. And if I can, I'm going to actually put the video ahead of this. But yo, it's gonna burn a little bit. Like if you really in your ego, is gonna burn a little bit. Like me, I done had a couple of ego deaths. Like I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I don't give a fuck about if a nigga would rather, I'm not gonna say that. I wouldn't give a fuck if a nigga found another woman attractive and said, you know what? And said in his mind, not to me obviously, but said to his mind, his body reacted to, damn, she look good. I wouldn't mind wanting to fuck on her. She look, you know what I'm like, I see niggas that I would be like, ooh, if I actually liked him, I would want to fuck on him too. So like the feeling is mutual. It's one thing to keep it to yourself, and it's one thing to overtly, you know, have intentions on like really risking your relationship, really risking your family in order to act out these different kind of urges that you have. And if you already don't have the kind of relationship with you and your partner where you both are free to just do y'all because you don't believe in holding each other back as far as like sexual experiences is concerned, I feel like you moving grit. You know what I'm saying? Like you really fucking up a good thing just for a couple of moments of satisfaction. But again, like I had an ego death a very long time ago. So another man, so a man finding another woman attractive outside of me is not the least, that like I'm not worried about that. It's when the niggas get overzealous and start, oh yeah, and start and you know, just start egging, oh, this is my wife, this is the I listen, I will, I know I stuck around for that shit in the past, but I will be the fastest bitch to leave you if you think that you're gonna sit in my face and prop up a bitch that you don't even fucking know above me. when I'm supposed to be your woman? Are you fucking retarded? Because if I ever mentioned a man to that capacity, it would crush a nigga's ego. It would make him feel very inferior, and he would not like that shit. Now there are, a subset of people who feel like, I'm just mentioning my crushes like it ain't no big deal. Woo 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 woo. But I'm telling you, you say the right thing on the right day to somebody, they might start, looking at themselves like, damn, like, so you really do like this nigga and da-da-da, you would leave me. Listen, listen. I promise to God, y'all better watch the people y'all fuck with. Y'all better watch the people who y'all have children with, who y'all get married, couple with, all of that other extra shit. If a man is not literally coming into my life to treat me like the goddess that I already treat myself like, he has no fucking chance. Period. He's going to have to understand, as my man, there's only going to be so much I'm going to give of myself based off of how you treat me. And if I'm treating myself with the utmost respect, the utmost spoiling, and all of this other kind of different stuff, if you can't at least match what I do or better, you hold no space in my life. Period. So I don't need to theoretically look like a nigga's dream woman or who he had a crush on when he was 10 years old. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. How is that man treating you? Is he treating you like a dream woman? Fuck how you look. Because for every bad bitch, it's a nigga tired of fucking her.